Hi, I'm Kep Kepner CPA here in Dallas. We've been talking about how you convert from an I business, that is a business that's centered around you, the owner, to a business that can operate without you being there every day. We've talked about your financial foundation. We've discussed the attitude of having targets. We've then talked about documenting all your processes within the company and measuring your results. So now you've got to go out and hire somebody. Oh my gosh. For a small business, you hire that first employee, you've had a huge increase in your costs without necessarily the increased volume. There's a step of faith when you start hiring employees because number one, you've got to put them to work immediately. Number two, you've got to go do the things that you do best now that you have an employee doing the things that you would rather not have to do. So you have a lot riding on the hiring of your first employee. So the things we have talked about before about documenting all the processes in your company, that's the first step in hiring an employee because now you know what they need to do and they have instructions. So I'll give you an example in my own business. We help a lot of clients set up their corporations with the state and get tax IDs. Well, I know how to do that, but I don't particularly like doing that. I'd rather coach my clients on how to grow their business. So that technical step is something that we have documented in our office so that I can then assign that to one of the accountants working at Kepner and Company. That way, that work gets done. It gets done well by somebody who knows how to do it. It gets done rapidly, so if you come in today and want to start a business and you want to form a corporation or an LLC, we can do that within a matter of a day or so. It's just a matter of somebody being trained to be able to do that. And so that's one of the examples in our business where I might know how to do it, but now I have somebody who can do it and I can spend my time working with my clients on building their business. So you want to be in that position too. But there are other ways that you can start adding to your staff. One way is to use contractors. I've got a guy here in my office right now that's videoing me, and he's going to work with me in getting my presence on the internet at a much higher level. So I could probably figure out how to do that kind of work, but it would take me a long time and it would take me away from what I do best. So in this case, I've hired somebody to help me with that task. And so as a business owner, if you want to grow, you've got to let go of some things and let other people do what they do best. So you can use contractors for that kind of thing. One certain thing that people often delegate when they're growing their business is they delegate their accounting and financial work to a CPA firm like ours. Why? Because we know what we're doing in that area. We can teach the client what the financial statements really mean. We can help them grow their business rather than just doing the books, whatever that means. So they delegate. You delegate the things that you're not the best at. And you delegate them to people who can educate you. Because after all, if you contract something out to somebody else, that doesn't relieve you of the responsibility because it's still your company and you're responsible for the results. So you delegate or you hire contractors to do the things that need to be done, but that you can't do as well as they can. Take your website. Maybe you're great with your website and you want to set it up. Well, I learned recently that I have a great website, but the fact of the matter is, behind the scenes, all the switches were set so that my website didn't get any presence out there in the web. So nobody was coming to it except somebody who would meet me or would see one of my videos and say, oh, I want to look it up. So the fact of the matter is, all of these kinds of things you can do by hiring a person and taking on a salary, or you can hire contractors to get that part of it done and put you back to doing the things you need to do. If you need any help, give us a call.